Yes.
But it's a full one. You gotta wait for like.
Yeah. Then before lah.
I don't want this part. Oh my champion.
Let's go. And again.
The champions.
Champions League tie-up. What a toss-up. Delectable ties over the span of 8 matches. We're going to peel game by game, and let's start with, for me personally, the most exciting tie, Borussia Dortmund against Paris Saint-Germain. We got a lot of narrative going into this. I think the subplot is Thomas Tuchel coming back to PSG. Or rather PSG, him coming back to Dortmund actually, alright. It wasn't really an acrimonious departure for him, so it was really sour for Dortmund. This time, he's coming back with a bunch of goodies. Mbappe, Neymar, Icardi, Cavani. What do you think of this tie? And how can Borussia Dortmund upset the favourites?
You know, all these guys that are really in form right now as well. We know that PSG always dominate their own League One, but they have yet to do it in the Champions League. And obviously, you look at how they do now, you feel like they have a really good chance this year. But against Dortmund, obviously not an easy test. But we saw that Dortmund actually, I don't know if you guys remember, they kind of struggled a bit in the group stages. They kind of struggled a bit. They didn't exactly do very well. But I think, you know what, it could be a very good game. I think it's going to be a very open-ended game.
I think what is more impressive, above anything else, for PSG, they actually accumulated really good number of points in the group stages. And also, lest you forget, they actually gave Real Madrid a good footballing lesson.
They did.
That's true.
And just on the balance of play, I think PSG, with the attacking prowess that they possess up front, again, no shades against Dortmund. Dortmund can always bring a surprise. We know, in terms of the vibrancy, in terms of the youth act that they have on top of everything else, they can spring a surprise. But I just feel that they might just have a little lesser than what PSG does in terms of just the attacking foray.
No doubt.
So like you mentioned about what we can expect from this match, attacking aspect, check, defensive aspect, out of the window. Don't expect to see any defensive masterclass from this tie. And I think, for me personally, Paris Saint-Germain will just have too much going forward for Borussia Dortmund, especially over the span of 2 legs. Probably a 4-1. A 4-1.
Resounding win.
A 4-1. Man, do you need any more drama? Do you need more hype going into this match?
Honestly, I really need more hype in this match because I mean, when we played Madrid in the Champions League last time, it was also a lot of hype.
What really happened in the last match? Like, what was your honest assessment of the last match?
The real hype was
Joe Hart getting a nut.
Joe Hart getting hit in the balls. Like now, I think that with Real Madrid's new team with Vinicius, Hazard, now they got now Benzema is actually doing quite well.
Back again,
but the super sub for Jovic
hasn't really been playing that much though.
And wait, do you realize that we are forgetting about this one guy who was the leading light in Premier League? This little shorty who used to play in blue, the king of Stamford.
There you go.
How can we forget about him? Okay, go on. How you analyze this game and how you assess as a City fan? What's your mental frame right now going into this tie? How worried are you? Or should it be the role reversal? Should Madrid be wary of Man City?
Madrid should be wary
of Man City. And why? Why is that so?
Because City is a good team. I like how we press teams when during matches, like how Pep always does the tactical changes. Pressing just press
Yep.
till you get the ball, then you attack. You know, I think we want to do that against Real Madrid as well. But the other thing that I'm afraid of, that Real Madrid can counter our press.
Which is true.
So like Zidane has some sleeves up, has some tactics that he can counter that.
To counter Pep.
Yeah, that pressing. So for me, it's actually, that's why it's a good game to see. You know, both managers, both former players. Barcelona,
Which is true.
Real Madrid.
This is probably the best one out of a lot, to be honest. This is probably the biggest blockbuster match, honestly.
So it's really a good game.
Not very, I would suppose.
I mean, again, you see, let's be honest and truthful in terms of our assessment. Madrid, yes, they are right now tied up at the top of La Liga.
True.
But to say that they are actually pulling up threes in La Liga,
Nope.
that's a complete myth. They have their own defensive issues.
Yes.
In terms of just, again, the attacking third, they are a bit toothless at times.
Yeah.
And you are coming up against a tactical side who is really ultimately disciplined in Pep's side.
Yeah.
And on their days, they can actually spank anybody.
But
anybody.
I mean, City sides. I mean, Pep is bringing in youngsters now.
He is.
Phil Foden.
I mean, Phil Foden. He's been. I mean, have you? I mean, in the Premier League, have you seen Foden?
Not that much
pressing?
recently.
Oh, wait,
but like,
he's overhyped, so let's move on.
oh man!
Oh my days.
This will be the scoreline for Madrid and Manchester City.
Tough to call, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really tough call.
We're playing Madrid first, is it?
Madrid first.
Is this
Man
better?
City away, yeah.
Okay, since you are overthinking, Herrick, let's call the shot.
I think
Over the span of two legs.
I think it's gonna be a draw first at Madrid.
Okay.
Nah, man. I disagree. I'm gonna go 3-2 to City. I feel like there's gonna be so many goals in this because
Eric?
both sides are not that well.
3-2 to City.
3-2 to
and then
City.
It's a draw, and then it'll be decided at Etihad.
Yeah.
what will
sounds
be the
about right.
eventual
And
scoreline for?
I'll give it to
Etihad.
Madrid. 4-4.
Oh really, Madrid?
4.
Huh.
Madrid.
That's how much
No
faith he has
faith
in
in
your
him
team.
at all.
Come on, the Blues, the Blues.
Defend your turf.
I mean, the first leg, I'll give it to City. I mean, 4-3. Like,
4-3 City.
High scoring, for sure.
I want to
think
see
it'll be
a
high scoring.
last-minute goal.
Yeah.
I just want to see last.
Okay,
minute.
wait. Okay, you guys don't have really a good luck when it comes to last
Yeah,
minute goal,
there's
right?
no good luck, but-
VAR will come in and then Pep.
Ah shit! I forgot about VAR. Damn it! I forgot about VAR.
The third one is a bit of a dead rubber. Atalanta against Valencia. We're gonna skip this pass as though it never really existed. For me, I think Atalanta would have enough to actually pull this through. Maybe an Italian job. They are in an Italian team anyway. So for this one, it's a dead rubber. I'm not gonna talk too much about it. Atalanta to actually nick this tie over Valencia. Atletico Madrid against the reigning champion of Europe,
Six times!
the Lord Supreme, unbearable six. I'll go with you,
So
man.
no wonder was the place that Liverpool won that Champions League trophy.
Oh yeah.
Back again.
Was it against Chelsea? Super Cup? No.
No.
Who was it? Wanda? Who did they play? You guys played against who at Wanda Metropolitana?
Spurs.
Oh,
Sorry,
Spurs.
is it
Okay.
not Tano? Is it not Tano?
Politano.
Politano.
Wanda Politano. Okay.
Alright.
It's gonna be a very tight game, you know. FCC Atletico got some potential like Joe Felix, Alvaro Morata. I think he's
Okay.
doing well right now.
But do you think Joao Felix right now is doing enough to warrant whatever hype he has come under?
Nah,
No, right?
he's not doing well.
So should Liverpool then be worried about Joao Felix?
I guess so. He might some backs of streaks,
Okay.
but it's gonna be a very good game. And midfield, you all know Liverpool solid in midfield.
Yep.
It's gonna be a battle of the midfield. Thomas Partey versus Wijnaldum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I think Liverpool should be wary of Atletico Madrid's forward Diego Costa.
Yeah.
No, I think so too.
Okay,
I think
yeah.
so too.
I mean,
Of
Diego
course you would
Costa
feel that way, you're a
I mean, he's a
Chelsea fan, damn it.
world-class striker
Okay.
and he's fierce too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Diego Costa turns up at this kind of
He does.
Okay.
As an Arsenal fan, I can attest to that.
Okay.
God, I hate the
he
man.
might has the shittiest attitude in
Yeah.
games, but
He does.
when it comes to big games like this, right?
Yeah.
When he wants to score, he will.
He would score.
So
And I think the beautiful part about Diego Costa, he embodies the spirit of not only the club but also the manager, the madman,
Yeah.
who is always prancing down the touchline
Like
Yeah.
and
Simeone.
showing off his ball. I don't think he will be in the midfield because Liverpool rarely goes through the midfield. If you realize this past season actually, or this season rather, in terms of how Klopp would approach the team tactically, they will bypass the midfield completely.
Yeah.
So it will be long balls over the top. So the midfield will be null. You know, it will be totally avoided. You know, you can have 10 KDBs in the middle. Klopp would not give you a single respect because they are not going through their channel. You know, it's ball over the top. You know, and I think the worrying part about Atletico right now, they've lost their stalwart in Diego Godin, who marshaled the back line, and over the years that has been the trademark, that has been the brand for Atletico. He's gone. We talk about also, I think we failed to speak about Antoine Griezmann.
He's not there anymore.
He's not there. Mr. Fortnite is no longer there. So who's
a loss for
going
them.
to carry the scoring burden? He always adds in that bit of gloss.
Different dimension.
If not, you know, it will be a really defensive setup.
Yeah.
I think many doubters will say that this might be the upset. This might be the potential banana slip. I would really disagree. I think Liverpool would really have too much.
I think
Just too much for
I
Atletico.
think genuinely they will have too much. I feel like there's a lot of. I mean, I feel like there will be people that say that Liverpool might slip up this time.
Yeah.
But I mean, seriously, who's gonna stop them? I feel like there are people that are saying, can they retain the title again this season? And you know what? I hate to say it, but I feel like they can.
No,
I really feel
I
like
agree.
they have
I'm with you.
really good chances of actually winning. Like they just. It's like they don't know how to lose. Like they really, it's not in their chemistry to lose. But you know what? Obviously, we saw how they did with Barcelona last season when they had their away leg first, and when they came back, they turned it around. And it's the same as it is right now. They're playing away first, and they're going to be at home in the second round. So, you know what? I really do feel like Liverpool are going to be just fine. I feel like it'll be a challenge for sure because Atletico are a really tough side to play against, whatever the case is. But like you said, I feel like Liverpool are just gonna have way too much for them, man.
Do you agree? Liverpool as well?
Liverpool unstoppable, man.
This is good.
I hate saying that.
Wait. I think the only way.
Okay.
I think the only way Liverpool is going to lose is the opponent will take their chances. Like,
True.
Okay. Because if we see the game between Liverpool and Leipzig played very well in that game. Okay.
Liverpool against Leipzig?
Yeah.
When was it?
Before the round 16, right?
Or Napoli? Or Salzburg?
Oh, Salzburg.
Same Red Bull team.
Sorry, okay. Salzburg really played well.
Okay.
They had a lot of chances.
Sure,
Even
when they came
Klopp did an applause for
Minamino.
Manager. Yeah, okay.
Minamino.
Yeah, and if Salzburg have took all the chances, Liverpool wouldn't be in round 16.
Tell that to Liverpool fan.
Okay?
That's so true,
Listen to me.
They wouldn't.
Listen to it.
You guys were lucky. If Salzburg took the chances, you guys won't be in the round of 16. Okay?
Cameraman's not very happy about this right now.
Okay, moving on next.
Yes.
Chelsea against
Back
FC
again.
Bayern Munich. Alright, the first time is going to be played at Stamford Bridge, and then the second one will be carried over to the Allianz Arena.
That's tough.
If there's anything to go by, fond memories of Bayern Munich, Didier Drogba, what a bullet of a header.
Drogba!
That was the start of something really beautiful for you guys. I'm sure you guys are still talking over that memory as if it happened yesterday. Again, any ounce of confidence going into this time, because this is a total different team of Bayern and also Chelsea. Like I mentioned in our webcam series yesterday, we are talking about a Bayern who is right now managerless. We don't know. Talks are right now, it might be Pochettino, so that might change the dynamics also. It might swing towards Bayern wholesomely. But at this current moment, I feel, for all the talks that Bayern is going to run away with this, I don't think so. Because
I don't think they're gonna run away.
and I think that's the trademark of having a young team, especially in Chelsea. You don't know what they will conjure up with. They can spring a surprise, they can run away with it, and who knows? That's the youngsters' attitude, and that's what I think that's been preached well again this season for Frank. But
well, we have to go into the first time motivated as much as possible. We have to score goals, like what I said yesterday. The only way we can make sure we go through is to score goals at Stamford Bridge, because Stamford Bridge Champions League night, it's a hell of a place. Okay, so
it is.
Okay, it is. Okay. I'm telling you.
this season as well,
Yes. Okay. You saw the look at the 4-4 draw.
Ajax scored thrice.
Okay. Yeah. Ajax scored twice.
Valencia scored. Oh, you guys won against Valencia 2-1, right? Did you?
No,
At
we
Stamford?
drew. We drew.
You drew, right?
We drew, okay.
So what night is this?
Sorry.
Night bazaar, night at the museum, night at Stamford. What night at Stamford is this?
Nah, He has his point. They do well at home in the Champions League. I
Okay. Special night,
I'm
special night.
just saying that it's going to be a battle.
Okay.
Okay,
We take
there
that.
you
We
go.
take that. We
Going
take
to
that.
be a battle with
Okay.
Bayern. Okay, we
Alright.
have to score at Stamford Bridge, okay, and then go to the Allianz Arena, doing our best there. We did it before, and we're gonna do it again. I trust in Chelsea, of course I do.
Robert
Search.
Lewandowski.
Oh
Lewandowski,
my
who has right now
Good
broken
luck.
all kinds of scoring records, you know. And then you talk about Koeman. How do you actually put them at bay?
That's so tough. They're so freaking potent.
But the defense has to be strong.
Kurt Zuma?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, not gonna like Zuma is solid. Like honestly, he's solid.
No, he's solid in figure, but like,
No, I feel like he's a very mixed player. I feel like he has his good and bad moments. Yeah, that's
It's
why.
like on and
more
off.
bad than good.
Yeah. What?
What do you think? Kurt Zuma, honestly, your honest opinion on Kurt Zuma.
Okay, no. We skip the assessment of Kurt Zuma. Again, we're not gonna do individual, but what's the score? What's the eventual outcome? You think, in your own figment of thoughts?
It's gonna be a 2-1 win at Stamford Bridge first.
Okay.
And then
Narrow win.
Bayern's gonna come back in Allianz Arena,
Whoa.
and then somehow a miracle happens for us again, and we're gonna win at Allianz Arena.
There's a
lot of- Whoa, there's a lot of up and downs in this.
This is
Wow.
turning into a Christmas flick.
Christmas,
Yeah.
a miracle.
Olympique Lyonnais against Juventus.
Oh man, Juventus.
I think Juventus will.
Continue.
Yeah, rightly so.
yeah.
Overwhelming favorite.
Kepa is really out of this.
Oh, yeah,
Dubai is out of this.
Memphis
He's
is
injured.
out. Yeah,
He's injured.
Memphis is
He's
out.
their captain and he's gone.
Wow. And how long will he be out for?
He's in the rest of the season. Rest of the season.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I think he'll be in the studio like rest of the season lah.
Rapping.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Spin some balls.
I think you will have too much. Seriously.
At least a minimal chance of going through. Because
they're okay.
we talk about Juventus, alright? Mighty Juventus was applicable under Allegri and also under Antonio Conte.
Yeah.
But Juventus under Sarri, as you would assume, so you know, he's a bit of a madman. You know, he's always trying to be that little genius,
Yeah.
that guy who is always innovative. It's obviously not working right now.
Yeah.
But are we really giving too much to Juventus? And we are actually a bit blinded when it comes to what Lyon, the fact that they made it pass through the 16 speaks volume of their ability.
I feel like it's justified. That's my opinion. I feel like the level of which we are judging Juve for, I feel like it's very well justified because you look at the options that they have in midfield. They have the likes of Matuidi, Ramsey, Rabiot, even, you know. There's so, and don't forget, man like Ronaldo, you know, this team, especially I feel like in the Champions League, when you have Ronaldo, you have a chance of getting through stage by stage. And you know what, I just really feel like they might have too much for Olympique Lyonnais. I really feel like Depay being out is a humongous blow for
It
them.
is, yeah.
Because not only does he contribute so much on the goal front, but he's basically their like main leader as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like they will struggle at home. I feel like
I mean, Nabil
Juve will
Fekir
do
is
well.
not even there anymore.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. Yes.
almost forgot,
Exactly.
yeah, you almost
I almost thought he was
forgot.
still there, but he's
I
not.
almost forgot.
It's
Yeah.
a huge
Tough for
blow.
them.
So
So I think so. This is quite unanimous. Yeah, this is almost AJ against Ruiz.
I would just say Juventus get a win.
Juventus. Yeah. Man, I'm not gonna pronounce the name, but I'm just gonna pronounce the opponent's name. Leipzig playing against shit. So Leipzig against shit. Alright, it's gonna be played at the toilet bowl first for the first leg. You know what? They've got this main orchestrator at the back for this shit team who has done it all. You know, he did it with Inter. He did it with also Porto.
Yeah.
We should give him enough credit for this, but we shouldn't give him too much credit because what he did was well in his past.
Yeah.
I think his
So
probably
long
past
ago.
his sell-by date against Leipzig. Leipzig is an exciting team, you know.
Timo Werner, man.
Yeah, you talk about the players, I talk about the manager. This is almost young versus old. 37 years old Nagelsmann against the 51 years old
Yeah,
Mourinho.
top table in the
Yeah,
Bundesliga.
Bundesliga.
Yeah.
And we fail to look past that. You know, sometimes like we forgot that they are right now leading the race in Bundesliga.
Yeah.
You talk about just the attacking strength that they possess. I think Leipzig has it all. You talk about the defensive shape of Spurs. I don't think anybody would say that right now they are watertight at the back.
No, definitely not.
Everybody
No.
has passed their prime. Jan Vertonghen, also Toby
Alderweireld,
Alderweireld. They are no longer the same player they were probably 3 seasons ago.
Yeah.
How are we looking at this tie? Is this a Leipzig? Because I think this is a bit of a coin toss. It could go either way. I'm pretty split. My heart tells me that this might be Leipzig, but my brain tells me otherwise because of Mourinho and the tactical nous he actually has. and he's always up for this kind of game. I don't know. I hate to say it, but I think Mourinho's gonna nick it. Herrick, anything special?
The special one's gonna have it lah.
Safe to say. Safe to say. You? What about you, Brad?
I'll give it to Spurs. I mean,
So,
Mourinho has been, what he.
and we don't even know if Werner is gonna be there because this is gonna be played in February.
True, yeah.
So
he could be
there
gone by
are
January,
numerous talks
Yeah.
that he would leave.
Yeah.
You see, so he is again the shining light in Leipzig.
Yeah.
Would he be there still though? Who knows? Talks are he might land himself in Liverpool.
No, Chelsea.
Chelsea. Chelsea. Chelsea.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think yes, Leipzig is exciting. Irfan, you think any chance for Leipzig?
No, I think the special one is gonna win it.
That's the power of Mourinho. That's why Arsenal, you guys should have snapped him up. Fucking hell. Okay, and the last one, Napoli against FC Barcelona. So again, many people would write off Napoli as soon as they were being drawn against Barcelona.
Yeah.
But history would tell us and remind us how Barcelona
Got knocked out.
got knocked out last season. Severe blow dealt by Liverpool. Prior to that, Roma did it.
Yeah.
And the chief tormentor was Costa Manolas. And guess what? Where is Manolas playing right now?
Napoli.
Against a man mountain, or rather he's playing with a man mountain, Koulibaly.
Yes.
That's a solid defense if you ask me.
But
You know-
there's talks about Koulibaly leaving.
What, United?
No, Chelsea. I heard.
Oh really?
No, I hope.
Okay. We're gonna delve deep into
I hope
transfer
not.
talks. Okay, so take it that Napoli has the same exact backline as what they have right now.
Yeah.
Right. They move into this tie against Barcelona.
Yeah.
I think this is again they could do another Italian job like what Roma did. And the good thing is right now they are playing first at home. So if they could actually get, I won't say a draw. A draw is never good enough against Barcelona because you know for sure that the next
they
tie
play
is
at
being
home.
played at Nou Camp. Tough place. But if you are going to be again balanced and more objective about this, you can give Napoli maybe a smidgen of hope coming into this match. How they're gonna do it in a true form? Gennaro Gattuso, who is right now their chief in command, he would know a thing or two of how to win a Champions League in the ugliest of manner. Being an Italian himself, he has won it against, or rather with Milan.
Yeah.
You hold Barcelona long enough, you snatch probably a 2-0 win.
It's good enough.
You go back to Nou Camp. Those players right now, they are absolutely shook. And there are also talks about Valverde. Again, it's unstable. It's really hostile up there in Nou Camp. Izzat, talk to me. What do you think of this Napoli Barcelona? Is there any way that Napoli can actually crash the party?
I mean, to me, I feel like you look at the defense that they have. You see, like you said, the likes of Manolas and Koulibaly at the back. That already is, two solid blocks at the back. But genuinely, I feel like you look at Barcelona and you look at. Personally, I feel like Koulibaly and Manolas are not going to be able to cope with a very informed now Suarez, Messi, and Griezmann. When Griezmann first joined Barcelona, the very idea of these three playing in a forward line together, that is the most frightening thing. That's the kind of thing that like people who play FIFA, that's what they dream of, like putting together like Messi and like the creating chances for Griezmann and Suarez. Like I just feel like they're gonna have too much for Napoli, but at the same time,
is the chemistry up on point?
That's the thing.
When you talk about, I know it's a dream lineup.
Yeah.
You talk about FIFA, but there is also such thing as
exactly
chemistry on FIFA.
Yeah, I feel like obviously I think everybody knows that Griezmann, when he started out at Barcelona, his Barcelona life didn't start out very well. It took him a while to get going.
Yeah.
But I think if anything, right now, if he wants to prove anything, if he wants to accomplish things, especially
this is the stage.
Yes, exactly. This is the stage. In the Champions League, if a club as big as Barcelona, I feel like this is his chance now. And you know what? They're already through to the next stage. I feel like this could be a very good chance for the entire Barcelona team to do well because they don't want to repeat history. They don't want to be knocked out in the manner that they did for the past. They don't want to have that kind of exiting of the competition like 3 years in a row. So I don't know. I feel like Barcelona might just have a bit too much for them. So yeah, man. I feel like they might win this first leg 3-0. I feel like they might just have too much.
To Barcelona. Eric, anything different?
No, yeah, same prediction. 3-0 to Barcelona.
Both of you? That's about it. Okay, we'll go through this really quickly. We start off with mighty Club Brugge against the lowly Manchester United.
Take it away.
Is this a balanced tie? Are we looking at an upset? Because you guys can't go against Dwarf. You turn up for the gigantic match against Giant. United arrive against a smaller or lesser of a club. You guys usually go to sleep. Is Club Brugge any bigger than United?
I just feel it's gonna be an easy win.
Easy win.
Oh, man, it's confident.
Confident.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy.
Easy win.
Easy.
Okay, we'll take it as easy. Izzat, represent
Arsenal. Olympiacos, man.
against Spartan 300.
I mean, okay, let's not rule out. You know, I was just gonna say let's not rule out Olympiacos, but I'm just forgetting how utterly shit we've been this season. So
And also, okay, just put into context, they are right now unbeaten
exactly.
in their own league.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like, I mean, we know that they dropped down from the Champions League,
They did.
but they did very well against Spurs in that one match. I can't remember whether it was home or away, but they did well against them. And it really, obviously, it pains me to say this, but I feel like if Arsenal don't get ourselves together before this, obviously this round of fixtures come, if we don't have a proper manager by the time all this happens, then we might not have a chance, we might not be able to break through. But if we do have a manager, because if we do get a manager soon from now between then, I feel like it's plenty of time for us to work on whatever we need to work on. And we might be strengthened by then, obviously, because this is in February and there's the transfer window happening. So, against Olympiacos, tough game, but I really think we're just going to nick this 1-0. I feel like it's going to take time for us to strengthen ourselves, but I'm going to go with 1-0, man.
And that's the natural state of us right now. We have been reduced to actually admitting that Olympiacos might be a tough game for Arsenal, but that's the current state of our club.
Sorry about season.
I'm not going to go in any further. This is getting depressing, but that's it. Napshot Studio, sign out.